Okay, first grade. So we are going to be making these cute little clay owls. These are going to be really fun. It's not hard. It's going to be very simple. You will have some clay tools to use to create the texture. You will also have clay, of course, and you will have water with a toothbrush in it. And I will tell you what this is for in just a little bit. All right, so the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your little clay. You're going to roll it in a ball. You don't want to mess with this stuff too much. I'm just going to tell you, if you treat this like Play-Doh and you sit there and you play and you play and you decide you're going to play for a little bit before you make your owl, you're going to have little crumbled, dried up clay. And you're not going to be very happy because it's not going to be real malleable. That means it's going to be, we want it to be able to, make things with it easily. So you want to make sure that you don't mess with this clay too much. You want it to stay kind of wet. Okay, it's kind of damp. So the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to create a slab, like a pancake. So what you're going to do, I have these tools in here. This will help you. I'm going to take this and I'm going to roll it into a nice, you don't want it too thin. I want a nice thick circle pancake. Okay. Probably good. Again, I don't want to touch it too much. You're going to notice Miss Rucker's going to hardly even be touching her clay. I don't want to touch it too much because our hands, for some reason, will dry it out. The more our hands touch it, it will get all dried out and icky, yucky. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a toothpick. You should have a toothpick in here. And you're just going to cut a circle, okay? Because we kind of want a perfect circle. So you just want to kind of cut a little circle, and then I'm going to take the little extra and I'm going to put it to the side. Okay, I'm going to kind of smooth that out just a little bit. All right, the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to lift this. There we go. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold and fold. We're going to make his wings. What we're going to do is we're going to fold one side. We're going to fold another side. This is his little wings. We're also going to do one more fold. We're going to fold down for his head. This is also going to create his ears. So we're going to fold that down. And when I fold that down, I'm going to pinch. It's going to almost come to little triangles up at the top. And I'm going to pinch up at the top. And I'm going to take my thumbs and I'm just going to push in a little just to kind of create that little, see the little holes in his ears? Perfect. Remember, fold, fold, fold down. Perfect. So now we have a little owl, wings. We're going to add some eyes. We have his ears. So this is our owl. Now we're going to add the eyes. And I think I want some really nice, big eyes. I'm going to make his eyes, and I want them round. So I think I'm going to use, this noodle will work. And I'm going to add some big owl eyes. Perfect. Now I'm going to take a piece from my extra clay and I'm going to cut a triangle for his beak. Cut a triangle. Now this is what's important. I know if I had Play-Doh, I would be able to just stick his little beak right there. But you can't do that with clay because we have to cook it in the kiln, the big oven, and that little piece is going to fall off. So what you have to do is you have to do what's called scoring and slipping. That means we have to have water. We have to have something to create a texture. So you're going to dip your toothbrush in water and you're going to rub across the little beak. Now I can't just do the piece, I have to also do where I'm going to stick it. So this is almost like the glue. We want to pretend like we are gluing the little beak down. Then we're going to stick his beak on. And I'm just going to kind of weld that little beak on. I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to smooth it out. We call that welding it. We are now, I didn't just stick it, I'm going to now rub it so that it goes into the clay on his head. You don't want too much water either. It's going to get all yucky and sticky if you add too much water. Now, although this is a cute owl, I'm not done. He's too smooth. I want to add some texture to make it look as though he has feathers. So I'm actually going to take one of these tools, and I'm not going to use the whole circle. I'm actually going to just use the edge of it. And I am going to press some, just randomly press some. See how that almost creates like feather texture. I'm just going to put some here. And I think I want some different texture in his belly. And you can do whatever texture you would like on your owl. We just don't want it to be smooth. We want to actually give it some texture. It makes him look a little more 3D or a little more real. Okay, and then your owl should look about like this. And when you are done, you're going to bring him to me on the drying rack, and I'm going to flip him over. I'm going to put your name and the day of your class on the back. And when you're done with that, when you hand me your owl, you will get a wipe. You're going to clean your hands. You're going to go back and you're going to clean your table. We will not have mats because I have found that it just works a little better on the tabletops, but just make sure that you wipe it down really good when you are done with your wipe. Okay, have fun.